Shalom. Call Loyam, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom to you fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. All right, hearty shalom to you other laborers and believers that are scattered abroad, even the ones that are among the heathen, and even like the heathen who are speckled bird Israelites, to the whole household of faith, which is the elect. I want to say shalom to you all. Back at you with another Lord willing edifying lesson. And you see the title, No Kings Protest across 50 states as Hate America, as they call it. Hate America, which, you know, this is what Nero Trump and his administration is pushing, you know, and I mean, what can I say? All right, happy is he that see the fall of his enemy. All right, now, I didn't title the video of that, but hey, it's just an exciting time to watch the fall of our enemy because, hey, we up next. All right, and not only we up next to rule forever. So, with that being said, let's dive right into this. I want to say fair use, fair use. Of course, my videos are not monetized. I'm going to slow it down. Speed up a little bit. See what's going on. But Lord willing, it's edifying. I'm going to dive right into this one. Let's see.
Depending on who you ask, it is the eve of freedom or the eve of terror. Just hours from now, thousands upon thousands will gather in the streets for the nationwide No Kings protest. Organizers say that they're speaking out against Donald Trump and his abuse of power. Republicans...
Nationwide No Kings protest. Okay? And the scriptures speak directly toward this. All right? Directly towards this very title of this news clip, No Kings protest. Okay? Keep it in mind.
...it quite differently.
We're going to bring together the Marxists, the Socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone. And the Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
Now, these protests come at a...
You know, I'm going to read the KJV and the GNT. All right? And you can watch it on your own time. I'm going to do this quick as possible, and what you see for yourself, man. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 16. All right. Matter of fact, we can start at verse 14. Woe to the world. Matter of fact, start at 12. Excuse me. 2 Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Excuse me. Well, you see what's going on right now. All right. The inhabitants of Egypt is mourning. The Egyptians are mourning, more importantly, which are the Edomites. See? And what's going on? Excuse me. What's going on is the fact that the Lord is causing every work in Egypt to fail. See? Let's get that real quick. As it's written, the Lord going to cause every work in Egypt to fail. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 19. All right. Isaiah 19 and verse 14. The Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. See? Every work in Egypt, all right, it's erring. What's the word err mean? Let's go to the word err. That's exactly what's going on. All right, from every work that's done here in this land, it's pretty much, you know, at a point where it's earned. The Hebrew word there is ta'aya, or thaya, ta'aya, or thaya. So yeah, that's a thai. Yeah, thaya. It says to err, wander, go astray, stagger, Doing about physically. See here. Yeah, to be led astray. All right. To cause the error, mislead mentally, morally. Yeah, people already don't have no morals in Babylon or in Egypt. Only the elect, hopefully elect Israelites. It says Strong's definition to real or stray, literally, figuratively. Also causative of both. Cause to go astray, deceive, dissemble. Yeah, man. Deceive, dissemble. Dissemble. Let's go to Google real quick. It says be mistaken or incorrect. Make a mistake. Fail to adhere to the proper or accepted standards. Do wrong. Yeah. So everything in this place is just geared to be misled and to be deceived in the things that your so-called leaders is telling you, or your ruler, all right, the king of Babylon, Nero Trump, all right? Everything is failing, man. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 19 in verse 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch, or rush may do. And you watching that. Because right now, what you got going on, even is farmers. Okay? Farmers are dwindling. We can get to that. We can touch on that too. Okay? Let's go here. Oh, Slacky. All right. Back in 2nd Esdras 15. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to the let's go to the GNT. Because the GNT, which is the Good News Translation, it actually mentions farmers, okay? Because that's what's going on, man. All right, the farmers in this land is complaining, all right? Every sector of the workforce is complaining. Millions upon millions are losing their jobs. All right, so hey, everything is in a total mess, and you got the right blaming the left blaming the right. It's just one big mess. And the only ones that's suffering from it is the people. All right, the people are the ones that's suffering. See? And you look at those two parties, the right, which are, I believe the right is the Democrats and the left. Oh no, it's like the right is the Republicans and the left is the Democrats. Which those two political parties are on the same side behind closed doors, and they serve the elites. Though one man speak on behalf of all, like it says in the book of Maccabees, they give the power to one man, right? The Senate. All right. In the Senate, you have what? The Republicans and Democrats that make votes on legislations, yay or nay, right? And they give the power to one man. Because behind closed doors, they're all on the same side, man. All that old non-bipartisan shit, man, they all on the same side. And the scriptures speak about that, right? Revelation 13 says this. And I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Excuse me. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? And now you're seeing that dragon speak, because when you look up the word dragon, it goes back to what? Draco or Dracon, which means what? It goes back to an Athenian lawgiver that was what? Passing laws that were very harsh and laws that were oppressing the people and actually destroying the people, especially you Israelites, man, that was during that time. And you can read about that in 1st and 2nd Maccabees. You know, even outlawing you, all right, from practicing and keeping your heritage. All right, when you had the Hellenization period go on. But anyways, those two horns are the two political parties, man. Okay, and they're on the same side. All right, plebeians, patricians, same thing behind closed doors. One's supposed to represent the wealthy, one's supposed to represent the lower class. When you're all being deceived, whoever is subscribed to this political mess, where you claim to be a Democrat, Republican, your rights are being violated, and that's just what it is. The Constitution is done away with pretty much. You know, your rights are violated and taken away every fucking day. And if you're an Israelite, you really ain't got no fucking rights. You can hang it up. Okay? But now you Edomites are feeling it. You know, as it's written that the curse is going to, all right, come upon our enemies. And we're seeing the beginning stages of that, you know? Now let's read the GNT. I'm going to go to the GNT. 2nd Esdras 15. And let's start at verse 12. It says the whole land. Well, you know what? I'll read a little bit. 2nd Esdras 15:10. My people are being led to the slaughter like a flock of sheep. They will no longer have to live in Egypt. Right. And Jake, all right, all the tribes, right? You're being linked in to the far left. They associate you with with the Democratic Party. All right, let me see if I get it real quick. Yeah, they associate you with the Democratic Party because that's let me see here. Yeah, okay. So you on the far left, Slovakia. Yeah, you tribes, man. You're being associated or put in the same group or category as the far left. You know? And they've caused the tribes to vote far left, which is the Democratic Party, for many decades. Okay? You know? And so now they're tying you into being domestic terrorists or extremists, all right, or treating you as enemy of the state, all right, which is their aim anyway. Because you look at what's going on. Who's being persecuted? It's two tribes, man. So-called Black and Latinos and Native Americans. You're the ones that's being persecuted, man. You know, you don't see videos of them persecuting Antifa, which is Edomites out there protesting. You don't see them fucking being persecuted. One of the leaders of Antifa fled the country and they knew it. They didn't stop him. They didn't question him. They didn't bring him or expedite him back to the U.S. You know? But anyways, let's continue. It says, I will use all my strength and power to bring them out of that land. I will bring disasters upon the Egyptians as I did earlier, and I will destroy their country. The whole land will be in mourning. It will be shaken to its foundations when I, the Lord, strike it and pound on it. The farmers will mourn, and the Lord is going to destroy this place, Egypt, which is America. That's another title for America. It is not written that this place is called spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Let's get that real quick. All right, Revelation 11 and verse 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Right, because our Lord was X'd out as far as the true images of the Heavenly Father and His Son, and also the true biblical the true biblical Israelites, man. Okay, but it's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And we know that Sodom and Gomorrah was, destroyed because of the alphabet community that it promotes in today's society. Egypt represents bondage, because ultimately we Israelites serve bondage here. All right, and spiritually feel like we're in Egypt all over again. And what was Egypt known to do? To oppress and to put rigorous labor upon all the tribes. See? And that was the last time we was in the captivity together as a whole nation. Before, the deadly wound was healed, all right, of the Roman, all right, the Western Roman Empire, which through America came back to life during the Renaissance period. All right. Then you had the fulfillment of what? Us northern tribes being reunited with our brothers of the southern kingdom, fulfilling the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives, or all them held them fast, and refused to let them go. So we're all being oppressed here in Babylon, or spiritually Egypt, all right, as a whole nation. All right, and no matter where we at, we're captive exiles, okay? All right, so this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Okay, let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15. I'm on the GNT, by the way. It says, the whole land will be in mourning. It will be shaken to its foundations when I, the Lord, strike it and pound on it. The farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout, and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms. Now, I got a clip on to play for you. Okay? I got a clip on to play for you. And
Big Ben.
And I wanna say fair use. It's like about the commercial.
Don't answer their phones because it's too expensive and they don't care about their customers. But we at Patriot Software do care about every customer. On average, a Patriot employee will pick up your customer support phone call in under 1 minute.
Just like it. So, every now and then you have a commercial that's out there. So, it's like it for that. But to prove that the farmers, right? It said what? The farmers will what? It says the farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms, right? So check this out. I found this clip, right? And you see it's an Edomite. Look at him. About to cry like his bitch ass forefather, That's what they known to do. All right. But Jake been mourning for a long time. But Jake know how to take this shit on the chin. See? But now you Edomites are fucking mourning and you catching hell. Now you pouring down these these fucking tears. And they ain't even crocodile tears. They fucking melting down, having a mental breakdown over shit that we've been experiencing. See what I'm saying? But check it out though.
All right, the Trump administration was expected to announce a bailout for American soybean farmers as soon as this week, but there are some fears that the government shutdown could be stalling that plan. The soybean industry has been particularly hard hit by the trade war as China boycotts the American export.
I don't believe there'll be a profit this year. I think we will go backwards. It's an endless cycle that we're caught in right now, and this is all I know. Can't do it any better.
Incredibly heartbreaking.
He fucking whining. Bitch ass Edomite, Know why? Because it says right here, the farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms. Yeah. And you might be feeling it, man. The Most High grinding away at them curses on your ass. Excuse me. Matter of fact, before I leave here, let's continue reading. I'll get it in a second. All right. Your ass, matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, let's get it. Shalaki, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm glad they feeling it too. Yes, sir. I'm glad they feeling it. You know why? Because they thought, excuse me, the Lord was going to let them slide. You know? But ultimately, guess what? The Lord ain't letting them slide. And they butthurt about it. They are butthurt about it. Let me see. Yeah, man. Getting their asses handed to them. And they want us to feel sorry for them. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Bear me 1 second. Let me see. Let me pull it up because it says something on the GNT I want to grab. All right. Because these doubles experiencing fucking miserable lives, man. All right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This is Baruch 4 and 31 on the GNT. It says, wretched shall be those who harmed you, who rejoice at your downfall. Matter of fact, no, it's not. I'm gonna read the KJV. Fuck that. You gotta feel this burn. Just like we've been feeling that burn for hundreds of years, man. Since the Renaissance, really. But hey, we can read on, right? Baruch 4 and 31, KJV. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. And Lamentations 2 go into that, right? There are other precepts as well that speaks about how you heathen rejoice. Okay? Y'all rejoice at us when we fail, and now you want us to feel sorry for you. Now, you look at the farming market, right? Jake, especially the Judite farmers, they laughing at the Edomite farmers. Why? Because before they start, experiencing, being miserable and fucking failing as far as their profits and their farming labor force, they was making fun of Jake, mocking Jake, talking shit, right? Jake was catching the bad end of the stick. Now look at it. Tables have turned, So miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. See? Man, it's a precept, Salakia. It's a precept I'm thinking about. It's a precept I'm thinking about. Precept I'm thinking about. It's in the book of Revelation. If it come to me, I'll grab it, because it speaks about the heathen, how they rejoice over us, man. Okay? And that's exactly what they've done. All right, they rejoiced over us. When we went down as a nation. All right. I can't think how that precept goes. It's a good precept though. It speaks about how they basically rejoiced us, mocked at us. Anyways, if it come to me, Shalakia, if it come to me, I'll get it. Matter of fact, I'll just get Lamentations 2 and 15. All right, because that's a good one as well. Lamentations 2 and verse 15, and it reads, it says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. Right? Oh, you read the NLT? All who pass by jeer at you, they scoff and insult beautiful Jerusalem, saying, is this the city called most beautiful in all the world, and the joy of all the earth? See? All your enemies mock you. They scoff you and snarl and say, we have destroyed her at last. We have long waited for this day, and it's finally here. So yeah, to hell with you heathen too, man. We're mocking you in righteousness. Yeah. you afflicted the beloved people of the Lord. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American people, which are the Israelites. But remember, they who laugh now shall mourn later, right? They who laugh now are going to mourn later. Luke 6 and 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. See? Verse 25 on the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous? Yeah, fat meaning rich. It says and prosperous. Now, right? Woe, what sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now? For a time of awful hunger awaits you. What sorrow awaits you who laugh now? For your laughing will turn to mourning and sorrow. See? And, Yahweh Shah was talking, to Israelites, when he made this statement. But you can apply it to our enemies as well. All right, scriptures are twofold, man. See? Verse, back in Baruch 4 and 32, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. Yeah, she being this filthy whore called Babylon the Great in the scriptures, which is America. It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And that's what's going on. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. See? For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. So this is what's coming to America, man. Bye bye. All right, bye bye. The Lord will rain fire upon you. So let's get back to it. Right, let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15. All right, let's see here. Oh, I feel good too. Oh, yeah, it feel good. Watch you fuckers, suffer. They suffering. I don't care about you suffering. What says, who shall bemoan thee, O Jerusalem? Nobody bemoaning or crying for us. You don't bemoan and cry for you. You crazy. You thought it was crazy, man. Crazy. All right, here we go. Anyways, I lost it. Here we go. All right. Let me see if I can find this Lakia. I don't know what happened, but it for some reason it threw off my Bible. You know what? I got the KJV, so it's all good. All right, Shalaki for that. All right. Fucking Satan. 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. This is the time we're living in right now. Okay? All these little, even though they may be actors, professional, what do you call it? Professional crisis actors, still is going on. All right, so prophecy has been fulfilled because they're using that as a means to justify their bringing in the order out of chaos. See, even though it's orchestrated, it's the will of the Lord. It's all prophecy, right? So, hey, prophecy has been fulfilled, man. The Lord's word is not failing. So, anyways, let's continue on. Verse 16: For there should be sedition among men, and what sedition means? Violent strife. Okay, let's get that. Violent strife, sedition. Here we go. Rebellion, uprising. Oh, no kings, right? It said no kings. Let me get that. No kings. No kings protest across 50 states as Hate America rally, that's what they called it. But they protested against Nero Trump, as you can see right here, where it says no kings, unfit for a king. You know? So you see in what? Rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state, concerted. They're not attempting to overthrow the civil authority, but hey, it's going to come to that, right? Violent strife between factions, civil or religious. Excuse me. It's a civil disorder. This is what's coming, man. Okay? Violent strife. There's already been people killed on both sides of the aisle. There were, what? Politicians, senators, right? Governors. So shit is happening, man. Right? For there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. The kings is what? The rulers. The princes are the smaller, authority. Your governors, on down to the mayors, right? It says they should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. This is what it's coming down to, man. Okay? And if you're not paying attention to what's going on, you're gonna get caught out here, Jake. Because this is what's going on. Right? Literally. So again, they're rising up to him because why? He's been that cruel Lord to the people. And the people like, you know what? They ain't having it. People realize their rights are being violated. Okay? Isaiah 19:4. And the Egyptians, matter of fact, let's start at 2. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, against city. It says city against city against city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And we're watching that. Okay? I will destroy the counsel thereof. Well, what's that? Isaiah 47. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Right. But guess what? None of that shit gonna work. None of that's gonna profit you. Okay? Because who got the answers? We got the answers. All right? Verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. And we're watching, all right, that cruel Lord, which is Nero Trump, being fierce over the people, especially you tribes. Jacob's time of trouble is upon you. And he's persecuting many of you tribes, but also his people are getting caught in the crossfire. See? So This is where we at. Okay, this is where we at in prophecy. We're in exciting times, and things are happening. All right, call her lawyer, how about Shema Shah for, proving that your word, all right, is faithful. Okay, and proving that your word is going to stand. All right, no matter what people say, the naysayers, all that, right? We're seeing, all right, biblical prophecy, all right, play out. All right, and that's the beautiful thing about, this truth, man. This is what makes our faith stronger in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Though we're suffering and bear the indignation of the Lord, we're rejoicing in the spirit because we know that we're close. So stay strong, okay? Excuse me. Stay strong and don't let go of your faith, man. With that, all praises and glory be unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rachakodash. And shalom to the Lord's elect. Lord, we'll not see you next video. Until then, shalom.